Fire! Water. Dark melinated come from that. Fire! Spiritual. Source. Light melinated are the water. Physical. Rock. Stone. And this video is very, very, very important. My video is very important right now. Because it's time. It's the uprising of the divine. This real divine royal bloodline. The real creators. The one that everybody is jealous of. Family, the title of this video is You Are Not Afreekan. You are Caribbean, Jamaican, the original Ethiopian, the original Egyptian. Make sure you know who you are. The Afreekan, the Greek, the Chinese, Japanese, any knees, weak knees, yeah. Make sure you know anyone that doesn't look like you and I, whoever they be. This is mainly for the, make sure you know, you are the royal bloodline, yeah. Notice that Skepta, Anthony Joshua, Wilder, we are the original divine bloodline. This is why they treat us like puppets, clowns on a puppet string. We are the original creators. That's why we are singers, dancers, musicians, kings, queens. We created everything you see upon earth and more because we are the original source, and every nation is jealous of us. Now, I'm not saying this to start a race war, because when I mean every nation, I mean the forefathers of every nation came together, plotted against us, and now it's time to give back what's rightfully ours. We are the true royal bloodline. You Caribbeans, you Jamaicans. The spiritual entities in the other realm have been using the race that they created by crossing our genes with the monkey genes, apes, gorillas, to create the snakes, lizards, to create what you call the Afreekcans. And these are the ones that you see running certain spots of the world. Then they've done the same with the Orientals and created the Chinese and Japanese. Mixed them with the spider monkeys and the chimpanzees to create the Chinese and Japanese. They did the same with their owner generation, the light melinated, and created a race which are more lizard-like and snake-like. They did the same with the Asian and created a race that is more lizard-like and monkey-like. And these are the ones that are in control of the world today because they have overthrown, while they're sort of working in cahoots with certain of the nations. Caribbeans, Jamaicans, it's time for you to come together. You are the true royal divine bloodline. Each and every nation, we are your ancestors, we are your mother and fathers. You are our children. Hence why the Mother Earth is in disarray. Once the royal bloodline is put back on top of the pyramid, where they belong, Mother Nature, the world, will be at peace, for we no longer will be eating our animals. We are supposed to cherish our animals, treasure our animals. The animals are here to serve us in order to help the planet flourish. Once we take our children from off the top of the ladder and place ourselves back on the top of the pyramid, once we come together as Caribbeans, Jamaicans, then Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Asian, Orientals, because at the moment we have our children, which didn't even come from the original source. They were skin grafted from us, in charge of us, controlling us, using these spiritual entities that are not in this physical realm. So I'm here to put an end to all your pain and self-isolation. Caribbeans especially, it's time for you to come together. Irish, Scottish and Welsh, we are your ancestors, mother and children. It's time for us to come together. Everybody is divinely entitled to an equal part of this land. And each and every part of this land belongs to each and every one of us. But I was created in order to ensure that each and everybody gets a part of this land. Why? Because I do not believe in materialistic things. I believe in the love. I know the love of Mother Nature, of your mother, of your father, of your brother, your sister, and the love between you and I. When you realize the love is more important than the materialistic, physical realm, the spiritual realm, being in contact with Mother Nature at all times, which means you no longer eat the animals, you are constantly searching and drinking holy water. You're no longer poisoning yourself with the clothes and the symbology that the clothes lit off, the energy that the clothes lit off. Family, we want to put out the good vibration and frequencies of Mother Nature, the Egyptian culture, which was to love each and every one of us, treat people how you want to be treated, treat animals how you want to be treated, treat the trees as if it is your source energy, because it's your spiritual power. To my Caribbeans, I'm not going to make this video long, just know it's time for us to come together. To my Irish brothers, Welsh, Scottish brothers and sisters, it's time for us to come together. To my Asian brothers and sisters, it's time for us to come together. My Orientals, my Bruce Lees, it's time for us to come together. To all human beings that have been skin grafted with monkeys, it's time to come together. Because you all know who I am. We do not want a war, because we will always win. Because you know I am the originator, and when everyone that looks like me is the original source creator, we are God and the devil in the physical. Each one of us. Well, we are the closest thing to source nature, so we are pure love. That's why we are able to love each one of you and not blame any one of you on this physical existence for what has been done. But now we are awake. King Arthur is awake. Jesus Christ is awake. Tutankhamun is awake. Everything that now happens from now, you will be to blame. Because these spiritual entities are not in this realm. So if anyone that stands against me or stands against us, they're Jamaicans, the Caribbeans, the original ancestors, the mother and fathers of all nations. And once the Irish and the Welsh, Scottish and brothers and sisters get together, you stand against us. The Asians and the Orientals, if you stand against us. Then if I have certain brothers and sisters of the human beings that have been crossed with the monkeys, yeah, when they know love, because I show love to each and every one of you, because I do not blame any of you that have been crossed with the monkey DNA or the reptilian DNA. So once we all come together, anyone that stands against us will be removed, because you are a virus to Mother Nature and the mothership and our heaven and our plane of existence, because all we want to do now is make the love frequency vibration in order to remove the hate frequency, evil frequency vibration. How do we do this? Through the music, through the food and energy you put, through your thoughts, and through realizing I am your king, Tutankhamun, and I'm here to ensure that each and every one of you get what thou desires. Peace and love. You am I am you. I am Jesus Christ consciousness in the physical, so are you. The Most High, so are you. You are God and the devil. In order to refrain from becoming a devil, you have to stop eating the flesh and blood, because the flesh and blood are you. The same blood that runs through the animal runs through you. You take on those frequencies, emotions, and vibrations for each generation. So each fear emits a devil hate frequency. And each time you love, you create. So the more you destroy, the more you're helping these spirits, entities to emit the fear, the evil, to possess our heaven and turning it into hell. The more you love is the more you create. When you eat an animal, you are destroying. When you love an animal, they are creating by bringing forth more children. And the same goes forth with us. I mean, these spiritual entities are eating us. They're putting in burgers. They are treating us like cattle. Now is the time. Now I've awoken. I'm here to save each and every one of you. These spiritual entities are using each and every one of you, from the monkeys to the snakes, to the lizards, to the light melinated, to the Asians, to the Orientals, to even the dark melinated. But now we know, family, it's time to do something about it. It's time to come together, because the Caribbeans and Jamaicans have awoke. We are the chosen ones, and each one of us are the chosen ones when we understand that it's a universe. Out of darkness came light. So obviously, the darker you are, the more you're closer you are to the original source, and the lighter you are, is the closer you are to the devil. But what that means is, without the devil and the God coming together, we can't be at one. And that was the most beautiful creation, creating you, family. The light melanated, you are our most beautiful creation, because without you, we could not create the Asian and the Orientals. So with this information and knowledge and power, people, it's time to return us back to the tower. There is no need to carry. We're not here to devour. We're not sweet and we're not sour. We're one. We're balanced. Family, we do not blame none of you right now for what has taken place upon the physical existence, because you could not foresee what was about to happen through these spiritual entities. But now we know, and we are awake. You will be blamed if you still allow these spiritual entities to occupy you once you know, and this information has been revealed around the four corners of the world. Thank you to each and every one of you, ancestors and spiritual guides, and all your spirit guides, my grandma, my grandfather, and each one of them passed on before us, for guiding me to this information and knowledge, to who I am, to awaken each and every one of you up. You are loved more than you ever know. Mother Nature told me to tell you that. And do know, it takes a lot to be able to forgive what just happened to my brothers, my sisters, my mothers, my fathers, and each and every one of you. So, I am asking you for forgiveness. You are forgiven. But, and it's a big but, it's a big Billy Goat buff. I am Aries, yes, Orion, Aryan, Asian, Jamaican, Caucasian, Malaysian, Jamaican, Egyptian. I'm sure you get the inscription. We don't need no prescription. All you need to know is your description. You are the original human beings if you look like me. That's the dark and the light, the Caribbeans and Jamaicans, the Asians and the Orientals. You are a freak of nature if you are Afreekan, Greek, so do not own up to that title. Black means slack. You are not black, because black means you're allowing these entities to use you. It's a ritual. You are light beings in the physical. In the spiritual realm, we are all darkness. Out of darkness came light. In order to control these spiritual realms and show pure love and remain peaceful, and ensure these entities are never able to corrupt any one of our systems, our people, or our children ever again. It's beneficial. It's a fact. It's most important. It's the only way. We have to ensure that the Caribbeans and Jamaicans are returned back to their throne and their crown as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Love you all. Thank you.